here with the Dville Buzzz podcast, coming to you live from the Blue Rose Art Bistro in downtown Douglasville. Sponsored by Enjoy Life Cleaning Services and the Blue Rose. And today I have the pleasure of being here with one of Douglasville's influencers, Commissioner Carthan. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Now you are Commissioner of District 3.
District 3.
Correct.
Correct.
Okay.
District 3 encompasses the Chapel Hill area, parts of Highway 5, Kings Highway, back up 166, right before you hit Highway 92. So that area.
So you're a Douglas County Commissioner.
I am.
But a year ago, tell me where you were a year ago. Were you a commissioner a year ago?
I was not a commissioner a year ago. A year ago, I was a mom, an entrepreneur, a wife, a community servant.
And
knocking on doors. I was knocking on doors this time last year, trying to become what I am today, which is a commissioner.
Well, thank you for running for office. It takes a brave heart to do that in and of itself. It's a lot of hard work.
It is.
And so you've been in the position for about 10 months now.
10 months.
Tell us about your experience with that.
Oh, wow. This is a whole new animal, right? You talk about your experiences, and I think everyone that I've had, being a business owner, being a mom, it did prepare me for this, right? Because you have 4 other commissioners who you must work with in order to get the business of the county accomplished. So you have different personalities, different ideologies, but it's the business of the county. So you're dealing basically with budget, money, the decisions that make the county go forward. So in that element, I'm fine. It's the other element of having to deal with the other personalities that kind of is a little tricky. Yeah.
So it's an opportunity for growth.
Definitely an opportunity for growth, and I'm learning why they call it politics.
So in total, how many commissioners do we have for the county?
So we have 5 commissioners. We have a chairman for the commission. She's there every day, 9 to 5, and then we have 4 part-time commissioners for District 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah.
So what does the commissioner do? So we hear, commissioners, councilmen, all of this stuff, but what does that actually mean? What does a commissioner do on a daily basis?
So technically, I'm only required to be at the Douglas County Courthouse 4 days a week, 4 days a month. But that's not the case.
4 days a month.
4 days a month, because they say it's part-time, but they lied. They lied to me. It is not part-time. This is almost a full-time job. You're dealing with constituents who have issues, whether it's a street light, whether it's a pothole, whether it's the neighbor's dog getting out, whether it's something going on at the senior center that they would like you to take a look at. It's business owners who want to do business in Douglas County and are trying to figure out if they are a good fit for the county. It's meeting with your state reps. It entails a lot. It's a lot. Yeah.
Now, how would I go about finding out who my commissioner is? How does that happen?
The best way to do that is to go to the Celebrate Douglas County website, celebratedouglascounty.com, or you can go to the Secretary of State's website. And once you put in your information, it will tell you who your district commissioner is, whether you live in the city, who your state reps are, who's your congressman, who's your senator, because you want to know those things depending on the level of need that you have. Then your level of need tells you who you need to go to get things done. Yeah.
I'm still processing 4 days a month because I see you at community events all the time.
Yeah.
Probably daily I see something going on in the community and you're there.
Yeah.
So thank you for, really truly being a servant leader and investing more than the 4 days.
Than the 4 days. Yeah.
But as a citizen, what can I do to help? And two-part question. What can I do to help, and does my voice really matter?
Okay. Let me explain to you what you can do to help, which is a great question. I always tell people, if they stop me in the store and they talk to me, and I will talk to people, I'm very approachable, but I always end it with, can you email me? Because your voice weighs so heavily within the decision-making process. Each administration has their own set of priorities, right? That's from the state capitol all the way down to the county and the city. But when you weigh in on things that are important to you, we take note. Not only do we take note, but our state reps take note. So if you email us, you get your friends to email, you come to the commissioners' meetings, which happen every other week at the county courthouse, and you make your voice and your concerns known, that's what moves the needle, right? My one voice may not, but 10 people like me will move the needle because it'll tell the administration where the priority lies. And they know at the end of the day, your voice is your vote. And so they give weight to that. So it's very important that people stay engaged. Your vote and your voice does matter, especially on the local level. It really does. Yeah.
And how do we get in contact with you? If we had a question or concern?
The best way to get in contact with me is by calling 770-920-7266. Again, 770-920-7266. Or you can email me at tcarthan@co.douglas.ga.us.
So, being a commissioner, there's a lot of different responsibilities that you have. And one of them, I'm going to say, and some of us, it's a bad word, which is taxes, right? So taxes are collected, and I think sometimes we have a misconception in regards to how much is spent where. So our biggest tax dollars, where are those spent?
Okay. So for every dollar that our tax commissioner, Mr. Baker, collects, only 33% of that comes to us. So out of every dollar, the county only gets 33 cents. 67 cents of that dollar goes to the Board of Education. But the county is responsible for maintaining roads. We're responsible for departments. We're responsible for the budgets for the courts. We're responsible for the budget for the tax commissioner, for the sheriff, for the coroner's office, for superior court clerk. There are a lot of responsibilities that we have to only the 33 cents that we have to divvy up. So it's a lot. So a lot of times when people say, oh, you know, my road hasn't been paved in 10 years, I believe them because the budget only goes as far as it can. And the biggest expense, one of the biggest expense that the county has is safety and employees. We have about 1,000 employees at Douglas County. I think we're second to the Board of Education as being the biggest employer. So,
and then as far as safety, that's police,
that's
sheriff,
fire,
EMT.
EMS, 911. Douglas County is very blessed that our EMS service is in-house. So whenever a fire truck is dispatched, there's an EMS going along with them, you know, to assess the situation. So you don't have to have an outside EMS service. Douglas County has their own, and they take great care of our constituents because they're familiar with the county and they're familiar with the culture here. So it really is a blessing to have that, but it costs.
Yeah. It takes so much to run a county and a city. It's above and beyond the realm of my understanding.
I'm learning, so we're in the same boat.
But you know, thank you for actually stepping out and taking the chance and being brave to run for office and actually doing it. Because now, you know, other moms, entrepreneurs, wives, you can do it also.
Definitely.
You know, you are definitely a public servant leader, and I thank you so much for that.
It's been a pleasure, and I definitely want to say, you know, if you believe that you have the ability, the voice, the stamina to be to get into politics or to run for office, do so. Definitely need a thick skin, but ideas and a voice, and that's what people want. They want transparency. They want someone that identifies with them, and I thought that I could when I ran, and so I definitely want other women and other young people to run for office. Definitely. Yeah.
And I know there's some exciting things going on at the courthouse this week. Could you share with us?
Yes. So the fun part of being a commissioner is when we have events at the courthouse. So one of those this week will be the trick-or-treating at the courthouse from 1:30 to 4 o'clock. So all of you who have kids, bring them out to Douglas County. Even you adults, we will give you the candy. We also have today, I have my town hall. So I would love for people to come out. It's very informal. You're just chatting with me, giving me your priorities, and allowing me and you to see how we can make sure that we're covering what the constituents need. We also have a Veterans Day parade coming up.
That's fun.
That is always fun. That's on November 11th at 7 o'clock at Douglas County High School. And then we also have the DVS kiosk that just opened up at the Tax Commissioner's office right here on Fairburn Road. So now people don't have to go into Carroll County or other places to get their license. You can get it renewed at the kiosk. There's somebody there to help you. And we did that specifically because we wanted our seniors to be able to have someone that can help them online to renew their license. And then we have Connect Douglas is doing classes for those constituents who need to learn how to ride the new transit system we have. So it's a lot of things that's going on.
A lot of excitement.
It is. Douglas County is moving forward. We have fresh leadership, and we want to see things progress, but in a small town feel. You know, we love, you know, the rural parts of Douglas County, but then we also have the urban parts. And I'm one who believes that both of those can coexist. So I'm doing my best to listen to my constituents, yet progress in areas where I know we can do better.
Wonderful. I love it. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Now, I have something very exciting to share. We actually have a featured dish that we are going to get to taste. Would you be interested in trying I don't even know what it is. We're about to find out together.
Okay.
Come tell us, Omar, what is this here? Wow. Our featured dish today, as you guys see, Michelle is not here today. She's on a flight to Miami. She had to go take care of some stuff. But today, our featured dish is very interesting.
Okay.
It's called a pig and fig. It's a tomato jam and Swiss cheese, bacon, and Roman lettuce sandwich. So that's what we are actually going to be feasting on today. But I think we're going to do this off camera because I have a couple things that I need to tell you before we do. And that is actually, Michelle is usually here to tell us about what's going on in Douglasville, but actually Commissioner Carthan shared with us what is going on at the county courthouse this week, so that takes care of that. But I also wanted to give a little shout out. Last week we had talked about a knockout cancer event that we were going to have at the mall, and we actually postponed it to April 19th because that is Cleaning for a Reason Week, and we'll talk about that a little bit more as time progresses. But we did have some sponsors that sponsored some cancer patients in the community for them to have free cleaning services. So yeah, so I really would love to say thank you to those sponsors. And one of them was Ms. Paula Feudum, Pat Yorkis, Ben from Allstate Insurance, Ben Marlowe from Allstate Insurance sponsored, and also Dr. DJ from the White Trading Pad. And Kona Ice also. So those are all sponsors that are actually helping us to provide cleaning services for cancer patients in the community throughout the holidays. So I wanted to say thank you to them.
Yes, Douglas County is awesome.
Douglas County is awesome. So just a quick shout out to them. I didn't want to close out today without talking about that. And so now, guess what? Oh, I'm going to have to eat this one all by myself. I'm so sorry, guys.
Well, orthodontists will not approve of that.
Commissioner Carthan does not have approval. But thank you so much for coming out and joining us today. Once again, Diane Daniel with the Dville Buzzz coming to you live from the Blue Rose Art Bistro, sponsored by Enjoy Life Cleaning Services and the Blue Rose. Thank you so much, Commissioner Carthan, for being here today. And now you have a new friend.
Yes.
At the county courthouse, then you can contact her, and if you have any questions, thank you for serving us daily.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much, guys. See you soon.